Namaste. Please join me in the next 15 minutes or so in a set of warm-up movements and poses. Starting with a yogic breathing technique to help balance the right and left side of the brain, the part of us that is willful and active with the part of us that's more contemplative and thoughtful. So you start with a hand posture, Vishnu Mudra, where you close the index and middle finger, leaving the thumb and ring finger to alternately block the nostrils. Exhale completely, then blocking the right nostril, breathe in through the left. At the top of the inhale, block the left and exhale through the right, followed by an inhale through the right. Blocking at the top of each inhale to exhale through the opposite nostril, followed by an inhale through that same nostril. Continue the pattern. Slowing down both the inhale and the exhale by restricting the breath through just one nostril. And as you inhale and exhale, breathe from a deeper place in the nasal cavity so that the sound is not so much right in the nostril, but a deeper sound. Almost like the sound of the ocean. Again, balancing our active self with our more contemplative self. Our ability to lead with the ability to step back, listen, follow. And finish the breathing practice with an exhale through the left. Sitting quietly for a couple full breaths through both nostrils, noticing the effects of the alternate nostril breathing, the balancing breath. And then from here, raise both arms up, inhale, dropping your right arm down, hand to the floor, exhale and lean over to your right, stretching the left side of the body. Breathing in, drop the left arm, raise the right, exhale, leaning left, stretching through the right side of your body. And back and forth. Couple more breaths. To each side. Focusing on lengthening from the sit bone all the way up through the fingertips. And one more breath to each side. And then coming back to center, coming off your block or your cushion, stretching out on your back next. Take a breath or two, stretching out long. one knee and the other. Draw the knees in towards your torso next. Pulling the knees in as you exhale. You can keep the knees close, stimulating the digestive organs. Separate the knees slightly for a little deeper stretch. And then with a hand on each knee, separate the knees and rest in this posture for a couple breaths, opening up the inner thighs. And keep your breath moving. Releasing the legs, stretch them up toward the ceiling next. And just take a couple breaths here, rotating the feet, the ankles, stretching up through the heels, the toes. And then on the next inhale, lower your right leg down, inhaling. Exhale, swing that right leg all the way out and around back to the start position. Inhale, left leg lowers. Exhale, swinging the leg out and around. And again, alternating legs, keeping the breath moving, opening up the hip joint as you lower and swing out and around. Now, to engage the abdominal muscles a bit more, those muscles that sit between your hip bones and your low ribs. You can lower both legs down, just about 12 inches. You start to feel those muscles working to stabilize. Exhale, swinging the legs back out and around. Inhale, lower. Exhale, swinging out and around. To modify, you might bend your knees a bit, a little gentler. You can also slide your hands or a small pillow underneath your hips to help support your back. Keep the breath in sync with the movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, swing the legs out and around. Strengthening the abdominals as well as opening the hips. And then complete the movement and squeeze the knees in, giving the low back a little tender, loving care. Rolling over now, come into hands and knees, table position. I always like to have my blocks available to rest my hands on if my wrist fatigue, for any other reason really. But separating the knees, take a breath in child's pose to begin with. Big breath in and exhale, sinking into child. Now coming back up to table. This is where if your wrists tend to get fatigued, you might set your hands on blocks. Following now, as you breathe in, draw your right knee in. As you exhale, lengthen the right leg behind. Inhale, draw the knee in. This time, exhale, right knee out to the side. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, cross that leg over as you gaze over the left shoulder, breathing in. return the knee under the hip. Left side. Inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, lengthen behind. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, knee out to the side. Third inhale, the leg lengthens, crossing over, exhale, gazing over the shoulder. Breathe in and return. Right leg now, inhale, draw in, exhale, lengthen. Inhale, draw in, exhale, out to the side. Breathing in, lengthen, exhale, cross over. Take a deep breath in and return. Left side, inhale, exhale. Inhale, out to the side, exhale. Breathe in as you lengthen, exhale as you cross. Stay for a breath in, return. And a third round now. Right leg, inhale, in, exhale, lengthen. Inhale, in, exhale, out to the side. Lengthening the leg on the breath in, exhale, crossing over. Big breath in here, stretching the muscles between the ribs. Return, exhale. Left leg, inhale, exhale, lengthen. Breathing in, out to the side. Lengthen the leg, inhale, cross over, exhale. Stay for a breath in and return. And take a resting breath now in child pose. Now lifting your gaze, come forward with the hips, lifting the chest, upward facing dog. Take another breath here as you lift, lift, lift the crown of the head. Return to table, tuck the toes, send the hips back, lift the knees slightly as you send the hips back more. Downward facing dog, lengthening between the hands and the hips, and then slowly lifting the hips up and back, lengthening the legs. Pedaling the feet, taking lots of deep, long breaths. And then finally, bending the knees, rest the knees, relax your toes, send the hips back, resting in child.